Hello, friends. Welcome to the weekend tarot card reading. Welcome to the weekend. I hope everyone is well. I hope everyone's Friday was good with the Hermit and the Tower card and those big energies in play. Mine ended up to be really nice. My Tower moment was one of revelation and a very inner energy and significance, which I'm still sort of processing and working through. But it was really good. It was a good Tower moment, and things needed to happen and be looked at. So we're going to move on from that, kind of carrying the momentum of that, carrying that momentum of restructuring and rebuilding after that energy that came through on Friday. We're going to take a look at the weekend. I'm going to use the Light Seer Tarot deck. As you guys know, this is a favorite of mine. We're going to see what it has to say for how best we can navigate the next 2 days, have beneficial days, beneficial energies, gaining wisdom, insight, possibly some inspiration over the next few days. Okay, so it's going to be one of those days and one of those readings and one of those weekends in a very positive, good way. We have the Chariot card. And that is all about forward momentum and energy and being able to handle it with aplomb, with a certain sense of ease and, dare I say, relaxation. But there is a lot of energy in play, and there's a lot of things happening and a lot of movement. This is the ability to control two very different types of energy and bringing them together to go forward. So we're going to pull another card as well, or another one may just volunteer. But that is in, actually, that works really well as a card. Okay, it's just going to be one of those readings, I guess. Cards were like, shut up. You got to pull a second card, dude. So there we go. Three of Wands, planning. Look at this. Look how they fit together. Similar colors, similar energy. We have a lot of spiritual energy happening here, a lot of higher energy with the violets and the purples and the pinks. This is really fascinating to me. Sorry, I'm getting lost in the images. So a lot of energy to move forward on whatever transition, whatever revelation or occurrence or that tower moment, that hermit tower moment that happened yesterday. It's time to really move forward with whatever has come from that. It's time to move forward and time to reclaim new space, and to do so with a certain sense of planning of the larger big picture. How do you want this to operate? How do you want it to go out into the world? If it was an idea for a book, if it was an idea for, or whatever has happened, right? And now is the time to move forward on it, move forward on the positive side of what has opened up for you, and to make plans and to begin to look at the bigger picture of what you want to do. A lot of energy this weekend, a lot of movement, the thing about the chariot is the person is driving the chariot, in this case, with very little concern over holding the reins. It's almost like they're not trying to control the chariot. They are simply riding the energy of the chariot, of this forward momentum as these energies have combined and are moving the person forward. And it's almost this sense of sitting, like, it's not like you're driving the chariot, it's you're being carried by the chariot's energy. And you're in a position where you can be. And it's almost like the driver here, or the person on the chariot, is perhaps mentally controlling the horses. There is some sense of control and being able to, there's almost this sense of like very minimal control and being carried along this weekend. As well as let yourself be carried along, but making plans for when you get there, kind of an attitude. Planning on a bigger picture, planning on an idea of, it's no longer just a simple idea that can sit by itself. It is now a germinating idea. It is putting roots down, and there is a flowering and a growth that is happening. So make sure you tap into that. Make sure you look into that. Make sure you connect with this energy of the Chariot this weekend. I think you'll find a lot of forward movement is very possible this weekend. This is not passive energy this weekend. This is most assuredly a green light to really move forward with a lot of yang energy towards the thing you want, towards what you want to have occur and be this weekend. Yeah, that's really nice. This is also tying in again with the moon phase reading, with our connection with the sun. I'm remembering the sun card and how expansive it was and how abundant it was. We also had the High Priestess card with the sun card in the moon phase reading. We're coming up on just about 5 days, 4 or 5 days after, 4 days after this weekend is over, before we have the full moon. So the High Priestess energy definitely, for me, came forward on Friday, and the sun card is now kind of coming forward for the weekend. We'll have to wait and see what happens for the rest of the week as we hit the full moon on Thursday of next week. But this is definitely a go forward kind of energy today, and a sense of energy and positivity, and being able to have some reflection while the energy is happening, but a lot of putting plans in motion with planning, putting plans in motion with planning. What am I saying? Putting plans in motion, right? But then like planning as you are carrying out the actions. So it's almost creating like this circular energy. And how can you do that this weekend with the idea or the project that you have in mind for the weekend? Okay. Yeah. Really good energy this weekend. A lot of things happening, a lot of things occurring. Stay in the driver's seat, right? Stay in that central position, stay in your power, stay in your control of your own kingdom, of your chariot. And I think you're going to see with this green light energy that things are going to happen. There's going to be a lot of interesting synchronicities that occur, I'm being told, over the next couple days. So just keep on that chariot and let it take you where you want to go. Okay. I'm going to pull a quick oracle card, and we're going to call it at that. What a beautiful set of cards. The colors are really pulling me in. Really enjoy it. All right, let's look at Angels and Ancestors deck, and it's this one. Exchange energy to create abundance. There's all sorts of energy with this Chariot card. Again, the colors match really well. A lot of purples, a lot of pinks, a lot of crown chakra, a lot of third eye chakra, a lot of that higher violet energy. Love it. And it's a reminder for us to stay in that higher energy, right? At that higher energy, see what you can do to exchange that energy, right? This forward momentum and this almost well of energetic upward pushing yang energy. See how you can exchange it to create that abundance, right? This is the planning phase. This is the looking forward and having the green light to really go forward on these spiritual and divine ideas or concepts or matters that are important to you and your heart. An excellent exchange of energy to create abundance is gratitude. I preach gratitude quite a bit on this channel because it is so incredibly important. Take a moment to reflect. As you're charging forward throughout the next 2 days with things that are very important to you and sort of create that circuitous energy to keep going, because that's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling a very like intertwined circles, spiral energy. But to remember gratitude, to not just push forward without this sense of gratitude and reflection. Yeah. Again, this is a collective reading for all of us, a universal reading. If you want to pull a single card from a tarot deck, an oracle card set, whatever, a rune, pull a singular bit of information, that is your personal thread to this collective reading to kind of help get the extra filter in so you can hear a more concerted effort or a concerted bit of energy for what you need to know based on this universal reading. Please feel free to do that and to post it in the comments if you wish. Wonderful. All right, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope this is helpful. I hope you have a wonderful weekend and really enjoy this hefty chariot energy that I'm feeling coming off of like this momentum of the Tower and the Hermit from yesterday. So enjoy the weekend, and I will see you on Monday's reading. I'll try to have that up for you early on Sunday. And we've got a full moon coming up, so make sure you check out the moon phase reading to kind of get an overview and a review of what's coming up on Thursday. If you need to get a hold of me, please reach out to me in the comments. You can reach me on Instagram or along a different path at gmail.com. And I will see you on Monday. Peace and strength, everybody. Bye-bye.